Okay, we have some sport racing from Daytona, Group 3 cars. I managed to go from 7th to 1st to 12th, back to 1st, which is fun. And up front, we got B-Rad in his Viper. We have SVT Raptor rolling in the Ford, which is my favorite car for this track. Behind him, we have C1 Lumpy One. You're gonna C1 Lumpy One rolling in the Audi. It's my favorite real car that's racing today, if it were real, but it's not. We have Jay Silva in an Aston Martin. It's an interesting pick of a car. Not many people rolling it, especially in the Group 3s. We have Lucas in another Ford. Behind him, we have Tiny Dancer. We got Tiny rolling in. Is that a Renault? I think so. Or is that a Peugeot? We got Tatters, as me, rolling in my Hooters Ford. And behind me, we have Football Golo 11 in the 911. So we are going to get this race underway. This was a fun one. At first, I didn't love this track. It was long and it could be boring if you're in the back, but it's not. Like, race clean. Somehow my car gets a jump every time off the line and I make up one position. Then we're gonna go into turn one. Another Xanax moment. Give me some whiskey, give me some something. Everybody can be a little tight, and that can happen. You can clip the corner. So right now we went from 7th, now I'm up in 5th. Now I'm just watching a little bit of mayhem in front of me. Again, first laps, I'm giving some space. I'm letting people take themselves out or others, especially in certain races. And that is pretty much what happened up front. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, yes, P2, 3, and 4 all took themselves out, which left me behind B-Rad. So we're gonna slide back here for a second and try to figure out what happened, because I don't actually know. It looks like everybody was just trying to go to the same spot at once, and I thread the needle and made it through clean. Don't know how I managed that, but I did. Put me in P2, and that's where we're rolling for a little while. We are trying to chase B-Rad down. Now, I know in the Viper he can be a little squirrely coming out of turns. Gives me a little bit of time to catch back up, like you just saw there. And then he's holding his own, I'm holding my own. We're coming in, we're racing clean, right? But I am pulling up on him, and I'm making some ground up. And I know on these straightaways, I will have more speed. This Ford, I really do think is the fastest car on this track. Really, any of the Group 3 tracks that have some straightaways, the Ford just has the power and the top speed to pull back, and that's what I did on B-Rad here. So I appreciate that. Pull that spot back. Now I'm getting ready in these turns. I was not where I want to be. Normally I'm not on the inside. Slowed myself down, ended up losing the track a little, and B-Rad radically went right by me again. Now I'm back to P2. So I was leading the race for about 3 seconds, which was great, right? I had the lead. It was mine to lose, and I lost it. Now I have a half a second penalty. Now I'm just trying to catch back up to B-Rad. I know if I can get to his bumper, I wouldn't have lost as much time as I did. So he's about a second and a half ahead of me again. But we're going into turn one, and turn one can be tricky. And we come in, he overshot it just a little. I overshot it with him, and we're still going. Right, and that's the thing with this track, is you have to be patient. You can't try to be stupid and overtake people where you shouldn't. And I am so sorry, B-Rad. You braked really early, and I let off the gas. I was trying to let you catch back up, but everybody was coming. I got a 3-second penalty. I gotta get going. I am sorry again. You used a lot of brake really early, and now I'm just trying to go. Now I also feel a little bad, and it's in my head. So I overshoot that because I'm still like, geez, I got a 3-second penalty. I hit somebody off the track, not what I wanted. But that was that. So yeah, if you saw what happened, I mean, there was more carnage behind us. So we're gonna fall in right now. We're gonna be in Lucas's car. Lucas and B-Rad, like, I don't know what just happened there too. You were squirrely, bro. You were squirrely. So anyways, we're back up. I have a 3-second penalty. We're only on lap 2, but I am in the lead. I am in P1 solidly right now. The next car behind me is a second, so maybe not that solid. but I know I have a 3-second penalty. So since I had to slow down anyways, I decided to pit very early. Not what I would normally do. But this race only needed gas. So I got my gas, I got my move on, and now I'm in P12. So I started in P7, went to P1, went into the pits and came out in P12. Not all that bad, and as you can see, we're speeding through here. But it wasn't that bad because I knew nobody else in front of me had pit yet. So right there, I just made up 3 spots, right? And, oops, he crashed too. So that corner has now taken out 2 cars that we've seen, probably more. I am now on P8, and now I'm behind G-Man again. And we are going into these turns. I'm a little nervous about what he's going to do. I'm trying to give him some space, and I do. And we roll out nice and clean. It is clean racing day. G-Man, now I'm going to come up with you. So that's what's happening. I am just trying to get his draft. That's all I want. Just pull me up with you. Let's make some positions up. I went from 12 to 6. What are you going to do? I'm not trying to take you out, bro. Honestly, you're in a Viper. It's a little squirrely. That's all I can say. So we're coming in now. Again, turn 1. Be nervous. I don't know what he's going to do behind me, so we're going to watch. And nothing. Nice and clean. He definitely, I think he went a little wider than he wanted, but it kept it clean. We're going in. Now we're up in 3rd because a couple more people pit. G-Man is still right behind me. I appreciate you not taking me out from back there. Solid moves. I feel like he wanted to, but he's like, everybody's just racing clean. It seems like there's more and more clean racers happening, which is awesome. And now we're in P3. 4 laps to go. Where are these other 2? Can we make up the time? Can we get there? G-Man is still all over my bumper. And I'm going to come into this turn. I went a little too close to the inside, which means he's right behind me again. But I should be able to pull away here. And that's what happens. Very slowly, the Ford will continue to pull away from the other cars. As you can see, he's drifting further back. Good little shot at my Hooters. Nice sunset. It's lap 6. We're in P3. We're going into these squirrely turns. And now we're fast forwarding because it stayed pretty much like that. G-Man was behind me. He fell back further. And lap 7, lap 8, lap 9. Still in P3. And that's when it happened. The 2 guys in front of me had not pit. I was actually watching them so close. So right here, we just rewound it a little. I'm going through these turns, right? Now I come out of these turns. We got Lucas and we got Aguilando Santana in front of me or something like that. Mr. Santana, Carlos, I don't know who you are. But I'm coming in here, and all of a sudden, when I'm in this turn, I see that 1 pit. And then I see that both pit. And now I'm not watching the track like I should be. I am watching the M's. I'm watching to see when they come out of the pits, because right there, I just took first place back over. I'm not sure how it all worked out, but it did. I overshot it. I got excited. Now I almost undershot it. I almost hit the wall. Like, way to almost take myself out of the race because I was so excited to watch that they pit. And now G-Man behind me. We're 1st and 2nd, right? I'm a little nervous that he might race dirty, but he's not. He's staying there. I'm holding my own. He's holding his own. We're like holding hands going into the last lap. But I'm pulling away a little. And solid turn. G-Man's not catching up to me. He's catching up to me a little. But now we're about to go onto the straight where I will take some time back. Purposely overran that wide. I'm just trying to carry as much speed as possible. You don't get a penalty when you go wide there, which is nice. At least I haven't yet, and I've gone full car over the curb, so whatever. Now, he is actually not losing much time on me yet, but once my car hits 6th gear, I will get up into the high 160s for a speed, and it will. But it's these turns. So we're gonna skirt through here. We are going to fast forward because it stays like this for quite a while. It doesn't really change. It sort of got boring, to be honest. And in the final lap, not much else happened. The first turn, G-Man went way wide, which is pretty much why I secured first place. As long as I stayed on the track, I was good. Almost went off the track there, as you can see. But all in all, that was the race. It was just fun. For this track to have a fun race, it's incredible. I don't know. I just like it. I like Daytona. I like the fact that you got to be able to turn, but that you can open it up wide. I like the fact that everybody stays safe, other than the rage quitters. But that was that. It was a good race. I'll take it.